Hello, happy Monday. Well, I've just come back from the knit club at the library. Not many people there today, probably because it's hot and also, you know, it's holiday time, isn't it? A lot of people are missing. Yeah, well, I thought I'd finished the mandala vest waistcoat. Thought I'd finished it, but I don't like it. It's too flouncy, frilly at the bottom. I've increased it too much. So much as I hate unpicking things, unravelling things, whatever you want to call it, it's going to have to come back. Yeah, it's too floofy around the bottom. Too floofy, too whatever. I know I had to adjust the pattern because it wasn't wide enough, like for me, where the armholes were. But now I think actually it is too wide across the back. I need to take it back anyway. But on one row it said to increase in every stitch, which I did. But it's too floofy. It's too, yeah. So it's going to have to come back, much as I hate it, because, you know, every row's a different, every other row's a different colour. I mean, this hasn't been cut off in between. This is actually been continuous all the way through. So that won't be too bad. I can rewind that. But all the other colours, I had to break them off. But of course, the rows won't be as long, so at least I won't have... that's better. I won't have to, you know, won't need more wool, will I? I'll need less for each round. If you can see how it frilled at the bottom. Much too frilly. Much too frilly. You know me, if something isn't right and I don't like it, it's not going to get worn. Yeah. Well, before I show you anything else, what am I wearing today? Well, it was a little bit cooler or so I thought, but as it turned out, actually, it wasn't. I think I told you my son took the sides off my scooter, you know, the roll down sides for the rain. Took them off. Of course, over the weekend, boy, did it rain. Thunder, lightning, torrential rain. Nothing like as bad as Manchester, where the roads were flooded and that. But normally when the roads flood, it's because they haven't cleared the drains, you know. Here we didn't get any flooding, we just got puddles, you know. But I thought, oh my goodness me, I'm going to the library on Monday and I've got no sides on my scooter. Anyway, it gets up this morning, gorgeous. But I didn't trust it, so I put some, it's only a fine sweater, but I put a fine sweater on. With my purple beads. But what am I wearing? I'm wearing my trousers. Oh, I don't know whether you can see them or not. Hang on. Let me walk away. Just walk away, Renee. I'm wearing my trousers, my patchwork trousers from Moonbeams of Mayhem. Oh, I do love their stuff. I look at things though and I think to myself, do I have a spare £60? No, I don't. Do I even have a spare £40? No, I don't. So, no. Especially now, I needed filling, as you know, £109 that'll be. No, yeah, 110, £109. So then I needed 2 front teeth, but now I need 3, because a bit broke off that one. So now I need 3. That's £100 and something each, so... Oh, hello. Anyway, I was looking through all my patterns, because I thought I must have still done the wrong pattern. You know, I showed you one pattern, didn't I? Then I said, no, that's not the right pattern. First of all, I showed you that pattern. And I knew that was wrong because the circle was too high up the back. So I thought, no, that's not the right pattern. So I found the other one by Van Drew and I thought, that's the right one. But obviously, no, it's not. So I goes back looking in all the patterns that I've done. Now, the original pattern that I did many, many years ago was that one. You can still get this one on Etsy. Still a copy of it. That was the original one I got. That was worn by, I think she was called Polly James. and she was in a TV series called Alive Birds. And she always dressed in such weird and wacky things. So that was the original one I first made. But that one actually, it does tend to, that bit in the middle there, it tends to bag out across your BTM. Yeah, gives you a bit of a bullseye on the BTM. I've still got mine, it's actually still in the wardrobe. I did it in purples, people who know I love purples. So, I need to do another one. Anyway, I did find the one that I think I must have used, which I'm going to do, because I'm going to do another one in purple when I sort this one out. I'm not taking that one completely back. I'm just going to take it back to where I think it went wrong with all the floofiness, yeah. This one is the mandala vest pattern by Starlily Creations. This one is available on Ravelry, and I think it's on Etsy as well. It isn't cheap, I will tell you that now. It isn't a cheap pattern, but I don't know if it shows the front, but she makes so many of them and she sells them for mega bucks. But then again, she is in America where people do pay. So that's the, you know, the back view of it. I don't know whether she's got a front view or not. She probably does, somewhere along the line. Yeah. Do I have a front view? I do have a front view. She goes, I think I've mentioned her, well I've mentioned her many times before, I know I have. She has a little teardrop caravan and she goes all around America, you know, to the craft shows and that. I mean, she makes a living, but I mean, she does work very hard. She trundles about with this caravan from place to place. But she finds all the, what I call the top quality craft fairs where people will pay $100 and something for one of these little vests. The latest ones she's done have all had ribbons hanging down off them, you know. If you look at her page, you know, she's on Facebook. If you look at her page on Facebook, she puts like all ribbons hanging on the end of them. But of course she's lovely and slender and she's there modelling them in her jeans, well not her jeans, her little jeans shorts and things. Nice little figure, you know, which I don't have, sadly. Yeah, talking about figures, I've just been to the pharmacy. Again, no injections because, again, they are still prescribing them for weight loss, which is a bit much when you need them for diabetes. Sorry, but you should do the diabetic patients first, yeah. This one I did, I think I showed you this one the other day. I had to modify it. I did this one in all the very bright colours. I've still got this one for sale if you're interested. You look back a couple of videos. Still got it for sale. But I used very sort of vibrant colours, and although I loved it, it's not my kind of colours. It's got pink in for a kick-off, so. I know you all say I suit pink. I suit the bright pinks, but I don't suit baby pinks. And then I've got this one, which is without the collar. This one. This one is, oh gosh, this one is on Ravelry. Again, it's a paid for pattern. That's the back view. I have made this one as well. I have made this one. But this one has got just, it's just like a vest without a big collar, which sometimes is a good idea. This is called Lou, L-U-L, Lou's Flower Power Vest. And it's dance version, so it's in Danish, but then again, it's also in English, which for some reason I printed both lots out. No idea why. Yeah, Lulu, it's not Lulu, it's Lulu, L-U-L, Flower Power Vest, American version, so I must have done it in the American version. But it's actually done on a smaller hook. It says one size fits small to medium, and it's on a 3.50 hook. So obviously I'm not exactly small to medium, so you know that would be not my size. But you could do it on a 4mm or a 450 or even a 5mm, couldn't you, to get the size right, yeah? But I know this is a paid for pattern. I do remember that much. But it is still unravelled because I saw it the other day. Yeah, copyright protected. Yeah. Oh, the other one I just showed to you is Emotive Dreamcatcher top. But I did alter it because it didn't fit right. You see where the circle is? It didn't fit right on the armholes. So if you remember, well, you may remember, you may not, it depends how long you've followed me. I had to pin it on my mannequin and I had to adjust the back bit because she'd got absolutely whopping armholes that didn't fit anywhere. You know, so I did actually change it all. But I did it in pale pink, red, pale blue, denim blue, shocking pink, lime green, beige, purple and bluebell. So it was quite a brightly coloured top when I did it. So I love these actually. I do love them, and I love them over. You've probably seen me wear them. I wear them all the time in the winter. Just plain round neck sweater dresses, long sleeves, down to the ground, plain, perfectly plain. But I like them because they're a basis for putting a lot of, you know, brightly coloured things. Like this one. You know, I can't remember if I've got a bottle green dress or not, but if I haven't, it would wear over purple. And I've definitely got a maroon dress, it would wear over that. And I've got a black one. I bought the dresses off eBay, I bought them years back. They're a little sweetie pie. Got Trixie just coming. I bought them years back, but they're basic, you know. If you don't like dresses, you know, a basic, what I call a base, where you buy the same colour top as the same colour trousers, or the same colour top with the same colour skirt. Fabulous, because then you can put the brightest, jazziest top on that goes, you know, and it just lightens everything up. I mean, you know I'm a great one for wearing a lot of black, but I jazz it up. Yeah. I don't like black with black, if you know what I mean. Oh, there's not much left of that and it's gone flat. Now at the library where I went today, there's normally a tray, you know, trolley with, you know, coffee and whatever you got, and wasn't there. They didn't have any supplies. So I had to leave the upstairs at the library. I had to leave the library, come downstairs, walk to the nearest cafe. Oh boy, did I hurt when I got back, you know. As you know, I don't like moaning on, but goodness me. By the time I got back to the library again with my drink, you know, I was like, oh please, have I got painkillers in my bag? Luckily I did. Because my painkillers that the GP had given me weren't on my repeat prescription, so I didn't get them last week. So I had to call at the dispensary and get them today, but no injections yet again. Yeah. Oh, I got some new shoes. I've got them on. I'll take one off to show you because I need to take them off. I like a brand of shoes called Hotter. That's the name of them, Hotter. Not because it's hot, it's called Hotter. And they're quite supportive. And now the insoles just come out. They're not very flashy, they're not very nice, but I got those. I got them from eBay and they were brand new. And I think I paid about £12 for them. Well, they're normally nearly 40, you know, if you go in the shop. They're called Hotter. As you can see, they have not been worn at all. Brand new. So I got a bargain. So I've got those, and I got a pair of beige ones, because when I put my beige ones on the other day, I don't know what had happened. But with Hotter shoes, the top sort of wraps over, and that had all perished. Don't know whether it had been in the sunshine or where it had been. But it had all perished till it was all coming away, and I thought, I can't wear them. There's nothing wrong with the uppers, but they're not the kind of shoe that you can take them to get them repaired. So I thought, no, I'll have a look on eBay, and I've got another pair of beige ones that came the other day. And I've also bid on a pair of sandals. See, I'm going mad, aren't I? I'm going crazy. I sell wool to get some money to go on holiday with, and what do? Buy a pair of shoes, well, 2 pairs of shoes, and buy a pair of sandals. But, you know, I need them, I really do. Because I bought a pair of very cheap sandals from the markety place, and they're just not nice. Being a snob again, don't like cheap shoes, yeah. As my dad used to say, you know, you should invest your money in a good mattress and a good pair of shoes, because you're either in one or the other, yeah. Yeah, it was Father's Day this Sunday. A photograph did come up of my dad, which I did put on, but it was like a few days early. And I said, well, it was in my memories. It must have been, the memory page must have been, like the date must have been a Sunday when it came on at first. So I did put on that, you know, it wasn't Father's Day, but I was just, you know, miss my dad every day. I think what I did with my dad is I miss his humour. He was a very unconscious humour he had. It just came naturally to him. He didn't tell jokes as such. He just would come out with something that he just was in his head, and it was just so funny, you know. It's difficult for me to quote anything he did say. I can remember them sort of in my head, but when I tell them and retell them, they're not funny, you know. It's kind of like the way he used to tell them, if you know what I mean. He had this, he was a great, what I would call a raconteur, yeah. I am so sorry that I never took more notice of when he was talking about things that went on in Royton, where we used to live when he was young. He had a wealth of information about people, places, things, and I've forgotten a lot of them, you know, and I just wished I'd have taken more notice. But you don't, because you think your dad's got to be around forever, don't you? You don't take any notice of what he says, really. Well, you do, but you don't, you know, like, mark it in your brain. And he would describe, you know, the way it used to be when he was young, and what used to be here and what used to be there. And I see these memory pages on Facebook where people are saying, do you remember this or do you remember that? And I'm thinking, my dad would. My dad would know exactly the answer to what you're asking. He would have known. He would have known who it was, where they lived, who their mum and dad were, who they were related to, what family they came from. And he would have known it all. Yeah, there's Rosie. Rosie, please don't bark, darling. It could be that they've gone shopping to the food shop. It could be them come back from the shop, or it could be just Rosie off on one. I think I've said to you before, I think she's got barking 2 reps here. She likes to hear the sound of her own bark, yeah. Yeah, there she goes. It can be anybody walking past if they dare to happen to walk past our street. With or without a dog, it doesn't matter, you know. Oh, funny story about a little dog today. I was going down with my scooter down the seafront, and if there's a dog that's not on a lead, I always slow or stop, because I don't want the little dog to run in front of the scooter and catch its little paws, you know, with my wheels and everything. So this collie dog comes running up to me with a stick in its mouth. Like, come on, throw it from me. So I spent 5 minutes throwing this stick at this dog. Oh, it is the family back again. And the owner's sitting on the bench, and I said, is this your dog? And he went, yeah, it's fine, just carry on. And I thought, I haven't got all day to sit here, you know, throwing the stick for this collie. Anyway, eventually I said to it, enough. I said to the bloke, I have to go now. I said, I'm sorry, I can't play with the dog anymore. But I thought, how sweet, yeah. Anyway, the family are back now, so I will stop my little video and I shall speak to you very soon. Possibly tomorrow. You never know, you're looking at an awful. Bye now.